Good morning students, welcome to Alchemy online classes. Today we are going to discuss The Ashes That Made Tree Bloom, written by William Edward Griffiths. Clear? We have already discussed this chapter part 1 in detail, that the dog was killed and the neighbors has killed the dog and they have buried under a pine tree. There was a dream. The old man was dreaming that the dog's soul said that cut down the pine tree and make a meal and a mortar for your rice pastry and a sauce. Clear? Let us see now what happens. So the old man chopped down the tree and cut out of the middle of the trunk a section about 2 feet long with a great labor, partly by fire, partly by chisel. He scraped out a hollow place as big as a small bowl. He then made a long handle hammer of a wood such as is used for pounding rice, that means grinding rice. When New Year time, now here, he has to chop out the tree as the dog's soul came and said in his dream that chop out the pine tree. So it was a big pine tree. It was difficult for the old man to chop out the tree. So he called up partly the laborers, partly he has cut out and he has burned. So in this way he has chopped finally the pine tree, and he has made a hollow place in which he has made a small 2 bowls, as well as he has made a long hammer of wooden, and finally that hammer is used for pounding rice, that means to grind out the rice. Clear? When the new year, it was a new year time, and he wished to make some rice pastries. When the rice was all boiled, Granny put it into the mortar. The old man lifted his hammer to pound the mass into dough, and the bowls fell heavy and fast till the pastry was all ready for baking. Suddenly, the whole mass turned into the heap of gold coins when the old woman took the hand meal and filled it. What happened here? The old man and the old woman, they have, it was New Year time, so they have decided to make a rice pastry. Clear? So they have converted, the rice was boiled, and the granny put the rice into the mortar and they started making the pound of mass into a dough. That means they were ready to make the dough of the cake. Clear? And what happens? Suddenly the whole dough converts into the heap of gold here. Clear? Let us move on next. With the beans being to grind, the gold dropped like a rain. The granny, that means the old woman, she was ready to make the sauce with the beans. Clear? So the whole beans, they were dropping as like a rain was dropping. Clear? Gold drops like rain. The gold coins were dropping like a rain. Clear? Meanwhile, the envious neighbor peeped in at the window when the boiled beans were being ground. Good me, cried the old hag as she saw each dripping of sauce turning into yellow gold until in a few minutes the tub under the mill was full of shining mass of gold. Here the beans of the sauce, when they were trying to make a sauce of it, it was falling as if like a rain was falling. Clear? So the whole tub was filled with gold coins, and this all things were watched by who was watching here? The old couple, the greedy couple. They were watching continuously. Clear? And they have seen that within a minute the whole tub was filled with a glittering gold coins. So the old couple were rich again. Here the old couple were rich again. The next day, the stringy and the wicked neighbor came and borrowed the mortar and the magical meal. They filled one with the boiled rice and the other with the beans. Then the old man began to pound and woman to grind. Here, after seeing this, the greedy couple, they went, the very next day they went to the old man. They borrowed the meal. What happened here? They were also making the same rice pastry. They have boiled the rice. They have put in one bowl the rice and in the other the beans. Clear? To make a sauce. They were about to convert it into rice pastry. But at first bowl and turned the pastry and sauce turned into a foul mass of worms. Still more angry at this, they chopped the meal into the pieces to use as the firewood. Here what happened? The whole mass, that means the whole dough of the rice pastry, it was full of worms. That means the worms, clear, insects. So it was really very difficult for the old man to see that, and he got very angry on this. He has chopped out the meal. That means he has cut the meal into small parts, and they have used those pieces in their firewood. Clear? Now let us talk about part 2. Not long after that, the good old man dreamed again, and the spirit of the dog spoke to him, telling him how the wicked people had buried the meal made from the pine tree. Take the ashes of the meal, sprinkle them on the withered tree, and they will bloom again, said the dog spirit. Withered, that means bare and a dry tree. Clear? Here what happens? The couple, the very good couple, the old man was sleeping. So again the dog spirit came. He told that the wicked old couple has buried my meal. So they have burned my meal. You go and collect those ashes and sprinkle on a bare tree. Clear? The bare tree, that means which is having no leaves, no fruits and all. Clear? So sprinkle on that, they will start blooming. So here the old man awoke and went at once to his wicked neighbor's house, where he found the miserable old pair sitting at the edge of their square fireplace in the middle of the floor, smoking and spinning. From the time to time, they warmed their hands and feet with a blaze from some bits of the meals, while behind them laid a pile of broken pieces. Here, when the old man went to the wicked old couple house, they were sitting near the fireplace. They were burning their hands, means they were getting warming up their hands, feet and all timely, and even there were small pieces of meal was kept behind them. Now let us see further. The good old man humbly asked for the ashes. Though the covetous couple turned up their noses at him as if he were a thief, they led him to fill his basket with the ashes. The old man went to ask the ashes. Clear? He told that please give me those ashes. I want it. Clear? So here the old covetous couple, what they were doing, they were seeing as if he was a thief. Then they told, okay, you collect these ashes. We are not going to use it. So he collected and kept in his basket. On coming home, the old man took his wife into the garden. It being winter, their favorite cherry tree was bare. He sprinkled a pinch of ash on it, and it sprouted blossoms until it became a cloud of pink blooms which perfumed the air. The news of this filled the village, and everyone ran out to see the wonder. Here what happened? He collected the ash, he called up his wife in the garden, he told, you stand here, I am going to do some magic, you just observe me. So he took a pinch of ashes in his hand and he sprinkled on the tree. As it was winter season, there was no cherries, no leaves on the tree, it was bare tree. Clear? So when he sprinkled the ash on the tree, it started blooming. Flowers came, fruits and all. It was very pinky atmosphere, and there was a very good fragrance in the air. The whole villagers came and saw this wonder. So you can see here, so it was something like a magical thing. The old man here sprinkled, and you can see the pink color flowers blooming and all. Here the old woman is standing and observing the wonder. For extra content, please visit Extra Marks and Diksha app. Till then, take care. Thank you.